Monday night primetime, super wild card weekend finale, Eagles Bucks. The Eagles luck out big time getting the Monday night scheduling slot. This gives them extra time to recover. As of Thursday, Jalen Hurts still hadn't thrown a single pass all week at practice, dealing with that finger injury. He's not the only Eagles player that can benefit from extra time either. Philly has some key players banged up besides Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, all banged up. Defensively, Reed Blankenship, cornerbacks Darius Slay and Sidney Brown, all dealing with injuries. If this was a Saturday game, they'd be looking at a quick turnaround, and it'd be unlikely some of these guys would play, but with this extra rest, it's at least possible. Now, with these injuries and how the Eagles finished the season 1-5, I currently have the Eagles with their lowest power rating in the last two seasons. I had them 5.5 points better than a league average team at the beginning of December, around week 9 or 10. Now I have them 2 points better than league average. That's over a field goal drop in ratings. That adjustment is the biggest of any team by far, but ironically, the second biggest adjustment in my power ratings belongs to the Bucs. Tampa Bay went from a rating of -2 points, which is 2 points worse than a league average team, to now slightly above league average, or a half a point better than league average. There seems to be two ways you can look at this Eagles team. One version is the team that has playoff experience, as a team that just made a run to the Super Bowl last year, or you can measure them on their last 6 weeks of the season and how they seemed like a dead team with a head coach that's lost the locker room. I think part of the reason Philly struggled down the stretch is just simply motivation. This is a team that had clinched the playoff spot 5 or 6 weeks ago. I mean, maybe it's just a coincidence that as soon as they clinched a playoff berth, they started to decline. If that's the case, I guess the question now is, can they just flip the switch? Another thing is, during Philly's 1-5 stretch, they turned the ball over 12 times and only had 4 takeaways during that span. And you know what I always say about turnovers, lots of randomness involved in turnovers, and it's more just bad luck than anything. And I kind of like this buy low aspect of Philly right now. The X's and O's matchup favor them too, at least in the passing game. The Bucs defense plays single man high at the 4th highest rate, or I should say cover one, which looks like this, one high safety and everyone else playing man coverage. Eagles and Jalen Hurts have had a ton of success versus cover one, mainly because of the run threat option of Hurts, but also because of the ability of A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith being like downfield man coverage beaters. But teams are obviously aware of this, so the Eagles face cover two more than any other team, and this has amplified the Eagles' struggles offensively, especially when they were without Dallas Goedert. Now, Tampa Bay will be either forced to switch out of their base cover one defense or risk staying in it, which the Eagles are more comfortable facing. The edge always goes to the team that doesn't have to adjust. If Hurts is less than 100% and A.J. Brown and Smith are less than 100%, Philly might be forced into the run game, which I don't think it'll be too good. Tampa Bay loads the box at the 4th highest rate, which means they play with 7 or more defenders up in the box to the line of scrimmage to the linebacker level. Big reason why Tampa Bay has had one of the best run defenses this year. Tampa Bay on offense does have several options. This Philly defense is a mess. A player prop I really like, Tampa Bay running back Rachaad White, over 64.5 rushing yards. Philly's run defense has allowed everyone to go over this number, and with Baker Mayfield dealing with what looks like a real injury and being held out of practice all week, I think Tampa Bay tries to force the run game. I really want to back Philly here. They have the number 1 ranked special teams unit, so they got a big edge in that department. It's just tough to pass up a team with the better defense at home and getting points, which is all Tampa Bay. But I'll wait to see what the line does in this one by the weekend. But until next time, good luck with your bets.